everybody, what's going on? Jerome here from Awesome Sauce Films, bringing you guys episode 2 of Campfire Stories. Now, if you're wondering, hey Jerome, how did I miss episode 1 of Campfire Stories? Well, you missed it probably because you're either new to the channel, or at the time you weren't active, or, I don't know, perhaps you just passed you up. But I uploaded episode 1 back in either late August or early September. I'm leaning more towards the early September side. It was like a week before school started, so like we're talking really early September. But yeah, so that was the first episode of Campfire Stories. It was a lot of fun. I had fun filming it, and if you guys are wondering what it is, it's basically where I answer some of your questions based on like a topic. You guys give me the topic, and you guys also tell me who to commentate with, things like that. And then I go to it from there. And one of the most picked topics last time we did Campfire Stories for like the next episode, which is like from you guys, once again, you just put in the comment, I'll explain that a little bit. But basically, from you guys was to talk about debate. And so I'll talk about my life in debate, public forum debate, and just a really quick what I'm supposed to do here. So basically, leave in the comments if you want to see me do a different episode next time, like what you want to see. You guys can choose who I commentate with, everything like that. So who I commentate with, what you want to see, and that's basically it. So yeah, you guys get to decide all of that, and I'll choose one of the best ones. And this content for Campfire Stories isn't going to be my funny content, not going to be the most entertaining in the world, but it's a way for me, I guess you could say, to communicate with you guys, talk to you guys, tell you about my life, and just my views in the world, just so you can better understand the commentator, or at the same time, just, I don't know, some people find it entertaining. Last time it got great reviews. It's all just preference, so please don't just X out before giving it a try. Give it a try. If it's not your jazz, it's not your jazz, but I'm sure Mitch is going to be doing some as well. I think he was planning, so, you know, if you don't like mine, go check out Mitch's then after. Who knows? But without further ado, debate. So in my school, I do something called public forum debate. It's kind of fun, but it's a lot of hard work. It's a 2v2 form of debate, and in the debate world, I guess you could say it's frowned upon, which I know that's weird to say, but like, people think these other forms of debate, like Policy and Lincoln Douglas, are a lot better, which they are in their own ways, but I enjoy public forum debate a lot, so I really said that really to clarify some things, like, you know, because I don't want someone who, if they do those type of debates, to think that I'm like a scrub, or if I'm saying it's hard work or anything. Like, I acknowledge you guys do more work, but it's still hard work to do public forum debate. And what it is, to give you a little generalized background of it, it's a 2v2 high school level / college level debate where you get a monthly topic, like last month's topic, in short, basically, was that economic income disparities harm democratic ideals, and you have to take one side or the other. And in layman's terms, or in like actual human terms, like what does that mean? That basically means you have to prove that differences in incomes can affect democracy, if that makes any sense. So you have to say, like, oh, you know, well, if you look at, like, differences in income, people that are on the lower end of it, they are less likely to vote, or they are less likely to, I don't know, and that's your point. You gotta make some kind of a logical argument and things like that based on the topic. And at the beginning of the round, you will flip a coin, you get to choose a side, yada, 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 and yeah, so then you just go out there and debate. So they have, like, a structure to it, where I do something called a rebuttal. It comes after the first speech, where my speech is entirely dedicated to saying what's wrong with my opponent's case and just completely basically turning it around and proving it wrong. It's 4 minutes almost off the top of my head. I jot down little notes, like little tiny little notes that say like random stuff, and I just go talk for 4 minutes, which I kind of like think it's a great thing because it teaches me like a lot of speaking skills, communication skills. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I can ramble my ass off for a YouTube video. And I got that from being able to do public forum debate and being, you know, the rebuttalist in, on my team. So I've really been good at that. And it's a lot of fun. But anyway, I guess I won't bore you guys to the complete part. There's a lot of fun stuff that goes along with it too, so there's the hard times. At the same time, you meet some cool people and you have some fun. Like, you can have like an honest-to-God good time sometimes, but of course, you gotta keep it on the down low a little bit, because you gotta have like a little sketch of professionalism. And if you guys know me, I'm not the best at the whole professionalism thing. I kind of like to fool around and joke around, which is kind of how I'm known to my team, as a guy who does nothing. But I still do very well at tournaments, if I do say so myself. Like, I got top 8 at the Princeton tournament this year out of like 150 250 teams. And like last year at Harvard, out of 250 teams, I got top 8. Princeton again last year, got top 8. I got Yale this year, I think it was top 16 out of like 150 or so teams. At the Bronx tournament this year, like top 16 out of like 150 or so teams. So I get around in the debate world in a non-sexual way. Well, that actually sounded very sexual, but I get around in the debate world, I guess you could say, and I'm pretty good at it. I like it in some ways and don't like it in others, but the things I do like are just those fun, random-ass moments with your friends. So, like, my partner I was friends with, too, like, my old partner, that is, because I had to get a new partner now because we switched up teams. My old partner, we walked into a round one time, and he's finishing his speech, and he's about to get ready for something called the crossfire, which is in between the main speech and, like, the next main speech, where, like, the opponent and your partner question each other, and he goes up there, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go up there, you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. And he says his stuff, then he comes back down for 5 seconds just to talk to me really quickly, like it's called prep time, really quick before he does his next speech. He goes, Jerome, how was that? And I just turned to him, straight his face you've ever seen, and go, fuck you. It was a fine speech, but I just wanted to mess around with him. And I've never seen someone so scared go up there for the crossfire. He was like almost shaking. He's like, oh my god, what did I do to piss him off? And, oh my god. The look on his face was priceless. I wish you guys could have seen it. And after the round, I was like, Jerome, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just wanted to fuck with you. You did a great job. He's like, fuck you, Jerome. So I have a lot of fun like that. And some other fun things you can do is, one time I was supposed to judge around, because in the debate world, when you're not debating, you're either doing research, you're doing work, you're preparing, or you're helping the team out by, like, either judging around, you know, for, like, the team, because the team needs, like, not just the team, but, like, a tournament to run needs judges. So sometimes you'll be a judge or something if you're an upperclassman, and that was my job one weekend. So I'm with my current partner, Kevin Bai, and I was judging. So, like, I was judging the novices, like, they're, like, freshmen, so who really gives a shit? And I'm supposed to be a judge, and it's supposed to be something, like, very respected. You're not just supposed to take it as a joke or anything like that. You're supposed to, like, respect the debaters, yada, yada, yada. I walked in the round, and first thing I said was Kevin was the judge, and that I was observing, and I handed Kevin the ballot, and for the entire tournament there, he pretended to be Judge Jerome. I was his assistant. Or the rounds where I did want to judge, I made him my bailiff, which there are no bailiffs for it. And people were like, what the fuck is wrong with you when they found out? It was really funny. And we get up there, and I'm just playing Minecraft in the back, and he's like supposed to be watching it, but really he's watching me play Minecraft. And the crossfire is only supposed to be 3 minutes. He has it going for 4.5 minutes. The debaters are just like, I think it was supposed to end. He goes, oh shit, yeah, time guys, time, sorry about that. And I'm just laughing hysterically. So you can have all these good times in debate, but it's sometimes hard. Like, I'm coming to you guys as a conflicted soul, basically. See, I like doing debate in the sense that I like the people, and I like the non-competitive atmosphere when it's not around, but I hate the competitive atmosphere when it is around, and I don't like having to do all the work that, like, in the world. And I don't do that much work, to be honest. I mean, there are people that do much more work than me in the debate world. And I hardly do anything. But I still find it to be too much, and I just don't find it to be as rewarding or as fun. I have more important things in my mind, and there's nothing wrong with debate. There are some people that love it to the end of this earth, and to them, sure, the more power to you. But it's kind of like, in this world, you gotta do what you want. And I guess this is where I said, like, I'll try and, like, put in my own views on life and things in these videos, is even if you're not in debate or anything like that, take this life lesson. You gotta do what you want. I personally love video making. And to say the least, I quit fencing to do video making. I found it much more fun for me, found it more, like, profitable, not money-wise, although, yes, I do make money from this. I found it more profitable as in, like, the business world, my own education, my own fun, my own sanity, I guess you could say, because you gotta do stuff you like if you want to keep yourself sane. And to be honest, I quit fencing. And I'm thinking about quitting forensics as well, because I just want to keep my grades at a steady level. And it's senior year. I want to have fun with friends. I want to film. I love this. It's like the job of my dreams to be able to be a machinima commentator. I love it. And to be honest, I hang out with my girlfriend a lot. I hang out with my friends. I got a lot going on. I mean, and debate right now just doesn't seem to be at the top of the spectrum. And I'm conflicted. Because I've told people I want to quit, and people expect me to quit, but they don't want me to. And I want to quit, but I don't want to quit the team, if that makes sense. I know, but I mean, I guess that's where it all comes down. If you could learn a life lesson, I'm not trying to get solvency from like bouncing ideas off you guys. I'm just telling you guys about my experiences with debate and everything like that. And if I could give you one thing from my entire experience with debate, one thing that I've learned that I can actually like just take to the real world, besides my speaking ability, which I thank God for, and I thank, you know, like my ability to speak, and I just thank forensics a lot for that. But oh, you'll hear me say forensics, by the way. Forensics doesn't mean science always. Forensics is also the art of speaking, I guess you could say. So debate falls under this grand category called forensics. Although there is forensic science as well. Don't get confused with it. But just if I say forensics, just know I mean another term for debate, basically. And yeah, so like if I could take one thing to tell you guys from it, is do what you want. Don't just do it for college or things like that. I got caught up in that trap. I had done fencing and forensics because they were the best for college since freshman year, except debate I started sophomore year, and I didn't enjoy it. Now I realize, fuck what the college wants. I do enough for college. I have good grades. I'm a decent human being. I'll get into college, yada yada yada. I don't need to like do all this stuff. I just want to live my own life. And you know what? You'll realize that. It might not come freshman year, might not come sophomore year. In fact, it'll probably come senior year like me when you're being lazy. But if you could take one thing from a senior with a massive case of senioritis, and that's laziness if you don't know, it's senioritis is basically complete and utter laziness that seniors all experience because, well, they just don't give a shit anymore. We're in college now, we're close enough at least, and yeah. Oh, I should probably clarify that too. For international viewers, senior year means your 12th grade. You're 1 year away from graduating into college. So that's what senior year is if people say that to you. And I guess just a little structuring in the American high school system. It goes freshman, sophomore, junior, like senior, which is 9, 10, 11, and 12th grade. It goes up in that order. So if you were confused as to what that was, if you're an international viewer, that's what that means. You know, nothing really special. The names don't even come from anything, except I guess senior means senior, but besides that, the other ones really don't mean shit. Well, anyway, let me get back on track. Debate's a lot of fun, but it's hard work at the same time. You gotta do all these crazy things. And the other thing I don't like about it is I find myself being less of an honest person, but I find myself also at the same time being good at the art of BS, which is a good skill in life, not in the sense that you should be a liar, but you should be good at taking the little knowledge that you have and being able to use it to try and explain something grand and superior. You sound a lot more intelligent, and at the same time, it helps you out a lot, and I've learned that from debate. I've learned how I could take one little thing, and I could just pretend I understand it and just like talk all out of my ass for hours. And it works. It actually works. And it's a good lifelong skill to learn, the art of BS as I call it. Help you on essays. I'll tell you, I've typed up a 7-page double-spaced essay in an hour and a half. And I completely contribute all to debate because I can just sit there, I get a topic, and I just write my ass off, and there's nothing can stop me when I get in that mode where I can do that. My laptop's starting to die, actually. I need a new charger for my Mac. I broke it, but I think if I taped that down like that, that might work. Yeah, if I hold it, it's not going to break anymore, so I'm just going to have to hold it for a couple more minutes. I was originally going to make this 11 minutes to fit in with the gameplay commentary that I had going on here. The gameplay is actually, what was it? The first one, at least, will be a 74 and like 14, I think, gameplay I got. No, 74 and 17 gameplay I'd gotten a while back. It was 11 minutes long. It was really good, too. I had like 3 choppers in that game and 2 AC-130s, but I guess I'll just slap on. Woo, that was bad. I'll just slap on like a second game and, you know, just call that a game or whatever for you guys to see. So let me think, what else can I say? I mean, I guess I can tell you guys some more funny stories and things like that from debate. So, a couple of funny things, like, from the hotel room, I guess you could say. At the tournaments, one of the best things is when you're at a national tournament, is being able to stay at a hotel room as a high schooler with your friends and just chill out and have a good time. So, like, last time, we were all just chilling out in the room, and I was filming for one of my gameplays for my side channel, Jerome ASF. That's where I do Flash Player games and things like that. And I was filming with a couple of forensics buddies. And all of a sudden there's a knocking on the door. And I'm like, don't come in, we're watching porn! And I just screamed it because I was like out of my mind, like I always am. And it turned out to be the debate coach, which, mind you, is a girl. So a little bit awkward, but luckily she decided to disregard hearing it if she did, and she just walked away. But there are all these good times you have on the debate team where it's weird. You don't think it, but debate kids they're normal kids. We really are. We like taking things seriously. We like talking on the serious topics, but talk to us about a TV show or a video game, and we're there. Or if you're a girl, whatever, I don't know, whatever girls do. I have a girlfriend, I don't even know what girls do half the time. Watch TV shows, I guess, and chill out in their spare time, and read, I guess, in their spare time. I know it sounds bad, but, like, guys and girls in their spare time, we're similar in some ways, in other ways we're different. We guys play video games, girls will watch TV or read, girls will read, guys will spend hours on the internet looking at funny memes. We have things that are like parallel to each other, but they don't quite connect at the same level, guys and girls. I don't know. We're just two different breeds. But, yeah. I keep mentioning my girlfriend. If you're wondering, I have been dating her for over a year now, and I assume now that I've mentioned that, you're probably going to tell me to dual com with her for the next Campfire stories. If you guys want, I will, but once again, I won't try and give you guys too many suggestions. Just comment whatever you want if you want to see, and yeah, so it's a lot of fun, really, debate. I don't know. If you guys haven't, like, tried it, which you probably haven't tried it, or if you don't have that, like, opportunity at your school, I don't know. Find something that you can do to practice, like, communication and speaking skills then, because honestly, it'll take you far in life, and it really is a good skill to learn. I mean, the fact that I can talk to you guys now for 17 minutes straight, I challenge you guys to find, like, 3 parts in this entire thing. I'll say 3 parts where I stuttered at any given time. You'll find like 1 or 2, but 3 parts I highly doubt you will. So for 17 minutes, I've literally just been talking to you guys. And that's something you can get from debate. And all I'm saying, just increase your public speaking skills, find some way to do it, and it'll help you out in the long run. It's really a great thing. So I think that's really all there is to it. I told you guys a little bit about... Oh, actually, no. I can tell you guys about my partnerships and things, and how I was saying with someone on partnerships. A lot of times when there's partnerships, there tends to be someone who doesn't do a lot of work compared to someone who does a lot of work. And I have been partnered with someone named Will, sophomore and junior year, and the very beginning of senior year now. And the thing is that I don't do any work. He does a lot of work. I don't really do work. That's not my thing. And, you know, he just wasn't going to put up with that, which is fine. So we went our separate ways, and I picked up a new partner who's more like me. We don't do work. We did just as fine at the tournament we went to, and it was a lot of fun, but it's different. It's hard to adapt to someone's style and things like that. So that's one thing you got to deal with in the public forum debate world. Is unlike the like Lincoln Douglas, for instance, where it's 1v1 debate. If you do public forum where it's 2v2, if you lose a partner, it's like your new style. You like lose part of you and your style, and it's really strange to try and adapt a new style to someone on such a short notice. For instance, as we had 2 weeks before this national tournament to get to know each other, and no, actually it was 1 week. Yeah, it was earlier that week, so we only had 1 week to adapt to each other's style and really get to know each other. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits there. It's 18 minutes long. Fairly nice Campfire stories. Anyway, guys, once again, a quick reminder, just comment in the bottom, and just, like, whatever it's called, the comment section, telling me what you guys want to see, who you want to see it with, and, yeah, so that's basically it. Anyway, guys, this is Jerome, signing out with Campfire Stories Episode 2. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, if you did, please remember to like the video and subscribe. I'm not asking you guys to do anything crazy. I'm not asking you to like it if you didn't like it. I'm saying if you like the video, give it a like. It seems like simple logic to me. I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, please do that, and thank you. Have a good night.